gone through the partial payment method in the case of customer. So today we'll do the residual payment in the for our sales invoice. So here we have residual payment method. Now in the vendor we have already done this residual payment method under this. Under this, whatever would be your pending amount, so that will be created as the open item, and your this line item will be cleared by the system. Your original line item will be cleared by the system, and that would be part of your cleared item list. So the same thing we will do through the transaction code F-22. So we'll just enter a sales invoice. So let's suppose here we have company code Ericsson, USD is the currency. So for our customer, press F4 option. I hope both of you are able to record the session. Manasa, are you able to record the session?
Yeah.
Manasa, are you able to record the session?
Yes, Jitesh, I will
Okay,
start.
fine. So here we can just select the customer, TCL Technologies, press enter button. Let's the amount, we'll take the amount as 300,000 or 400,000, and business area Ericsson, text being sales, and we will just credit the sales account. Amount is asterisk or star, again business area Ericsson, text plus overview the entry, and then save. So we can just check the line item for our customer, and to just check the line item for your customer, so we have a T code, it is FBL5N. So we can just check the line item with the help of FBL5N. FBL5N. Now for your customer, let's suppose one to all, just check the open item. So we will have a open item of 400,000. Now if we do the payment for this 400,000, like if we just receive the payment for this 400,000 and we just receive some part of it, let it be, we just receive the payment through the transaction code F-28, and again the 400,000 we have received, let it be 3,20,000 or 3,50,000 or 2,50,000. Business area Ericsson, and amount is okay. So here we'll just enter the amount. Account is 200, 100. For which customer? So just press F4 option, select your customer. That is 841. So here we can also enter the text being payment received from customer. So there is a you can just see not assigned field is showing amount of 1,50,000. So if we just try to save the entry, we will not be able to do that. So here we have decided that we will be using the residual payment method. So for that you will just go to the residual payment tab and double click on the residual item. So the system will just show you the residual amount, that is 1,50,000. So here this 1,50,000 for your not assigned field will become 0, which means that we will be able to save this entry. Now what will be done by system? So here there is a message that the rule for the posting key and account 200,110 set incorrectly the value date as a required field. So here we will just go to the posting key 06 And for 06, there is a field, value field, so we'll just make this value field as optional entry because it is asking to enter this field. So what we can do, we can just go to the where we can just find out our posting keys. So we can just find out our posting key with the help of OB40, OB41, transaction code is OB41, through which we can view all our posting keys. Now we need to just go to the posting key 06. So this is the posting key. Now just go to the detail and then go to the field status, and here we will just go to the payment transaction, and you can just see the value date is coming as required, so we'll just make it optional. Click on save option, click on save option, and once again we'll do the same thing. We'll just accept the payment from customer, and it is 3,50,000 or 2,50,000 through the account 200 100. Ericsson is your business area. Payment 2,50,000, and text being payment from customer 841. Press enter button. Go to the residual tab. Double click on the residual amount. It will come as uh, so it will come as 1,50,000, and this not assigned field will become 0. So we can just click on save the option. So we just post it. Now here you can just see a new line item with the pending amount, that is 1,50,000, will be created by the system. So it is being a residual amount. Overview the amount once again, line item, sorry, once again. Now just save it. Now you just check the balance for your advance for your customer line item. We can just check the customer line item with the help of WL5N. What you will find? You will find the customer line item for 841. We will find a open item of 1,50,000, and if we just check all the line item, so what we will find that 1,50,000 would be part of your open item list, and system has cleared your your line item with the original amount, that is 4 lakh. Now out of this 1,50,000, if we just receive 90,000 from the customer, so 60,000 would be part of your open item list, and 1,50,000 will come down. So for example, here we will have a one more screen where we can just accept the payment, and it is 90,000 from the customer. Again, once again, account number 200 100, business area Ericsson, and amount is 90,000, being payment received from customer, and this is the customer. Press enter button. Now go to the again, once again we'll just go to the residual item tab. Here you can just see the difference is coming as 60,000. So just double click on the residual item, it will become 60,000, and this will become 0. So we'll just save this entry. Once again, a new line item with the pending amount will be created. So once again we'll just give the name as residual amount and then save. Now again go back to the FBL5N and go to the menu list and refresh. What you will find? You will find one, in place of 1,50,000, you will find 60,000 as the open item, and this 150 you will find would be part of your cleared item list. So just click on refresh. So here we will find the same thing. It is 60,000 which is part of your open item list, and this 1,50,000 is your it's part of your cleared item list. Okay. So this is how we can just adjust, or we can just accept the payment from the customer through the partial payment method and virtual payment method. Then it is saying that advance payment or down payment. Again, the same thing like you have followed in the case of vendor, you will follow in the case of customer. In the case of vendor, we have created a separate GL account. It is maintained as a reconciliation account. And in the case of a vendor, if we are giving the advance, so we'll just take it on the asset side. But if we are receiving the advance from the customer for those services or goods which are yet to be supplied, or which are yet to be given, or which are yet to be performed, so for those services we have just received the advance, so we'll just take it on the liability side. So for your customer, you will just create a reconciliation account, that is the alternative reconciliation account, or special reconciliation account. So this you will create on the liability side. So here we'll just consider a liability account group, and under that current liability account group we can create this advance received from the customer account. And for the creation of account, this account, once again you will just go to the FS00, that is the GL creation screen. So here we can just get the screen. Now you need to just create the account on the liability side. So for the liability side, we have the range for the current liability account. We have been given the range as 100, 500 to 599. So here we can just take the number as 100, 520. So this is the number. We can just take it for the creation of GL, it is advance received from the customer account. Now just click on the new entry button, and here we'll take the account group as current liability. Then the type would be balance sheet, because it will come on the liability side, so it would be part of the balance sheet. So here we'll receive advance received from customer account, advance received from customer, advance received from customer. Now this account will maintain as a reconciliation account. So for that we will just go to the control tab, and we will not select only balance in local currency, and we will just mention the account type as customer this time. Then select the line item. Now I want to sort the line item in this GL according to which criteria? According to customer number. So for that customer number, we can just select the sort key as 031, that is customer number only. Then go to the bank interest tab, and here we'll just select the, since it is the reconciliation account, so we can just select the field status group as G067, that is reconciliation account. It is reconciliation account. Click on save option. Now this reconciliation account, this special reconciliation account needs to be assigned with your normal reconciliation account for a customer. So for that, what we can do, we can follow the next step. It is saying that associate your sundry debtor account with the advance received from your customer account, and that can be linked with the help of transaction code OBXR. Transaction code is OBXR. So here we will have transaction code OBXR. Press enter button. Now here just double click on the down payment. So whatever I will receive from the customer as advance, so I want the system to give the line item indicator as A, that is advance. So here you can just find out SGLIND. SGLIND stands for special GL indicator. So the system will automatically assign A for those line item which will be maintaining as a advanced line item. Now for that we will just double click on the A. So it will just take you to your chart of account, that is CAR. Now under in this CAR you will find out your sundry debtor account, that will come on the reconciliation field, and your special reconciliation account, that will come under this field. So here we have we can just press F4 option, we can just find out the ordinary reconciliation account for, or the sundry debtor account. So it is 200,110. It is 200,110, and the special reconciliation account which we can just attach with this GL, with this special GL, with this reconciliation account. So we can just attach the advance received from customer account, and it is 100,520. So whatever you will receive as advance from your customer, first it will go to this account, and again the sales invoice we want to settle that amount, so that amount will transferred that amount will be transferred by you, but it will be transferred by a system from this account to this account only. So for example, if you have created any other account, that is, let's suppose 100, 200, 111 account, so it doesn't mean that this will go to this account. So for that, you have to create a corresponding a special reconciliation account, and same thing will happen for the rest of the account. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now we can just save this. We can just save this special reconciliation account assignment with the ordinary reconciliation account. So just click on save option, press enter button. Once again we'll just go to the next step. Step number 3, it is saying that just accept the advance receipt posting we will do with the help of transaction code F-29. So here we'll have F-29, press enter button. Now here you need to just receive the advance from your customer. So you can just see, if we are just receiving the advance from the customer, which document type system is assigning? DZ. DZ is the document type system is assigning for the line item under which we are receiving the advance from the customer. So here for which customer you are receiving the advance? Let's suppose it is for 841, and under which special indicator? Under the special indicator we have decided it is A, down payment. Now which GL will be debited? So this GL 200 100 cash account will be debited if you are receiving the advance. Then business area is Ericsson, and amount, how much amount? Let it be 200,000, or let it be 1,90,000. 1,90,000 being advance received from customer. Now here press enter button. Press enter button, and amount is asterisk, amount is star, business area once again Ericsson, and text plus. Text plus, overview the entry, and then click on save option. Now what you will find? You will find your advanced GL account will be debited with the same amount. So we can just check the balance. So if we just check the balance for the advance, so it will just show you 1,90,000 debit balance, sorry, credit balance. So here this is our liability. So this is a liability, so the liability got increased. So this is the reason it is coming. It is coming as 1,90,000 credit balance, and if we just check the bank account, it is 200 100. So it would have been debited by the system. So here we can just double click on this 8,30,000. You can just see the 1,90,000 line item is coming for the current date, 5th of November. Now what we can do, here it is saying that now you have a sales invoice and you need to just settle that sales invoice against this advance. So for that, what we can do, we can just first go to the FBL 5N, and we can just check the line item, special line item for this customer 841. So here we will just select the special GL transaction, deselect the normal one, and just click on execute button. So it is just showing you 1,90,000 as a special entry. So if you just go back, and you will also just display the normal line item. So here we have 1,90,000, and here this is the outstanding we have for our this is the outstanding for our customer. This is the amount which we are supposed to receive from him. So the net effect, you can just see it is coming as 1,30,000. Now again, like we have just done in the case of vendor, if let's suppose the advance is 100,000 and we need to just settle that advance against the multiple line item. So or against the line item which is not equal to the amount, or which is not equal to the amount of the line item we have for the advance. For example, here we have a advance line item with the amount 1,90,000. Now this amount you need to just get it settled against your sales invoice, which are multiple sales. There are multiple sales invoice against this, against those sales invoices. This amount 1,90,000 needs to be settled. So for that, what we can do, for example, here we have a sales invoice of 90,000 and we have a sales invoice of 40,000, or we have a sales invoice of 60,000. So so this amount can be adjusted against those three invoices, sales invoices. So how it will be done? So for that, we'll just enter a sales invoice. So as and when you just enter any invoice for your customer from whom you have received the advance, so at the time of entering the sales invoice, the next time when you are just entering the sales invoice post receiving the advance, so what you will do, you will just see, the system will just show you the alert that this is the advance you have already received from this customer. So you can just see we have entered the customer number. So system has just shown us the message that 1,90,000 we have already received advance from customer. So what we can do, we can just enter a sales invoice of 100,000. Business area is Ericsson and text being sales invoice. So being sales, and this is the sales GL we have. Press enter button. Amount is asterisk. Again it is business area Ericsson text plus overview the entry and then save. Now here if you just go to the FBL 5, and what the system will just show you, system will just show you 1 lakh, 190 and 60. So for example, this 190 you want to get settled against 1 lakh. So yes, it can be done. So for that you need to just take out the amount from this advanced GL to normal GL. So for that assignment, it is saying that you need to just go to the transaction code F-39. F-39. So through this T code F-39, you will transfer the amount from your special GL to normal GL, and when both the line item would be in the normal GL, like 1 lakh we have posted as a sales invoice and 1 lakh which will be transferred by the system from special to normal, so we'll be able to clear them off. So here if we just transfer through F-39, if we just transfer 1 lakh from special to normal, so you just observe the document type system will give you for transferring the amount from special account to normal. So here we will have it for the customer 841, and just remove the reference invoice and then click on process down payment. So here the system is just showing you the total advance amount as 1,90,000. How much you want to settle? I want to settle, or I want to transfer posting. It will be for the amount 1 lakh. Now just click on save option, press enter button. So here if you want to see, the system will just show you customer debit, customer credit, and here the amount has been taken from your special to normal. So here the system has the indicator of A. Now here there is no indicator. Now if you will just once again just start displaying the line item for your customer, same customer, so what you will find, so just deselect the special. So you will find you will have two line item with the same amount, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, which you will be able to clear. So here for the clearing of these two line item, what we can do, we can just go to the next T code. It is next step is clearing of normal line item, and it can be done with the help of transaction code F-32. So here we can just have F-32. We can just enter F-32, press enter button for the account 841. Now just click on process open item. Click on process open item, Now here the system will just show you a difference of 60,000. So if you will be able to save it, no. So for that, what you will do, just deselect the 60,000. So here, since we have the not assigned field as 0, so we will be able to clear them off. It will be cleared by system. Once again, you can just display this thing. You can just check if these two line items have been cleared by system. So that particular information you will be able to access through the transaction code FBL5N. And once again, we can just display the line item for our customer 841. Just click on execute button. So we are not having any open item. Now just see all the line item. So you will see the system has just cleared your line item 1 lakh 1 lakh, and the date is 5th of November. So how much amount is pending in your advance GL? So it is 90,000. So if against that 90,000, again you have a sales invoice, and for that sales invoice again we can just go through F-22 and we'll just debit the customer. So here you can just see this time it is just showing you a alert of 90,000. This much we have already received from the customer. Now let's suppose we have a sales invoice of 90,000 and we have business area Ericsson being sales invoice 50 sales account and amount asterisk Ericsson is a business area text plus overview the entry and then click on save option. Now once again just check the FBL5N, and here we can just see both the line item special as well as normal. So here we have two line item. So it is uh, just a minute. So this is your normal line item, and this is 1 lakh. You have 1,90,000 you have in your advance GL, and out of this 1 lakh has been transferred to the transfer from special to normal. So to just check the account balance, what we can do, we can just go to the FS10N and we can just search for our advanced GL. It is 520 520. So what you will find, system will just show you a balance of 90,000. Why? Because from out of this 1,90,000, 1 lakh we have already transferred. So this is the balance we have. Now you need to just transfer this balance from special to normal. Again, we can just use a T code F-39. We can transfer this amount from special to normal. Again, you will find the document type system is just showing you DA, and for the account, customer account 841, just remove the reference invoice and then click on process down payment. And here you can just see out of this is the total amount we have received, 1,90,000. Now what is the amount left? It is 90,000. So here we want to transfer how much? 90,000. So just click on save option, press enter button, and once again you can just find out in the FBL5N in if any amount is there which needs to be settled or which needs to be transferred. So just see only the special line item. So there would be no special item. Why? Because all the amount got adjusted. We can just see the normal line item. So we have the line item, it is 90,000 90,000. So one is positive, another is negative. So we can just clear them off. Once again, you can just observe the document type for your advance. So it is 90,000. So which you have received after transferring from special to normal. Now you can just clear them off. So for the clearing, we can have the transaction code is F-32. Transaction code is F-32. And for the same customer, press enter. So here we have a difference of 60,000. Just remove it by deselecting the 60,000. Click on save option. So what you will find, you will not have this line item as open line item. So this has been cleared by system for your customer 841. So we can just start, we can just able to display it under the cleared item list. So here the system will just start showing you 90,000 under the cleared item list as well. Okay. So this is the advance and part. This is the advance payment or advance payment we have for the customer and how we can just settle it. Then we have, after this we have dunning procedure. Now what do you mean with the dunning procedure? So here we will just discuss this dunning procedure. So in this account receivable, we need to just receive the amount from the customer, and if and customers are supposed to pay us on the due date. So if they are not paying their dues on the due date, so their invoices will get overdue. If their invoices will get overdue, so we need to just send them the reminder. We need to send them the notice that we have not received the payment on the due date. So these are the reminders or the intimation letters. We need to just send them, and for that we use this dunning procedure. Now, or a reminder is called as dunning. A reminder is called as dunning. So we need to just dun the customer. We need to just remind the customer. So here it is saying that for that how the dunning process will we will follow the dunning process. So here we have the dunning process overview. So here it is saying that when we just execute the dunning program. So if you remember, we have processed or we have gone through the automatic payment program in the for our vendor. So for example, if we want to pay to our vendor through the automatic payment program, so we execute a automatic payment program. So what this automatic payment program does, so it will just search for those line items which are open. It will just search for the vendor open line item, and accordingly system will just pay them. Now on the same line for our customer, what we will do, we will run the dunning program. We will run the dunning program, and before this, I want to just clear it. This dunning, this dunning, you can use it for a normal customer as well as one-time customer. It doesn't mean that it can be used only for the normal customer, not for the one-time customer. So this dunning can be used for your normal customer as well as one-time customer. And one more thing, this dunning can also be used for a vendor along with your customer. So it doesn't mean that it can be only used for the customer. It cannot be used for the vendor if required. If you want to use it for your vendors also, so we will be able to use it for our vendor as well. Now here it is saying that like you just run your payment program, so you need to just execute your dunning program. So if we just execute a dunning program, what the system will do? System will just search for our customer open item, and which customer open item system will just look for. So the system will just search for those open item which are overdue. So accordingly the system will just pick those line item and print those line item, and the dunning notice will be sent to the customer, and a updation will be done by the system that this customer has been done on a particular date, and up to how many level or how many times we have done that customer, so that particular information will also get updated in the system. So here you can just see it will update your customer master record. In the customer master record, first you need to just assign the dunning procedure. If you don't assign the dunning procedure, then the dunning will not happen, even if your customer is having the overdue line item. Even if your customer is having the overdue line item, so until unless you assign the dunning procedure, you will not be able to send the reminder to that particular customer. Now here it is saying that under the dunning only, it is saying that when you just execute your dunning program, so system will just give you a proposal. So what are the steps we follow in the dunning? So there are three steps we follow in the dunning. So it is important to know. Sometimes it is asked in the interview, and it is asked in the certification also. So there are three steps we have. So first step we have maintain parameters. Second, schedule proposal. Dunning proposal. This time dunning proposal. Then we have a option to edit it, but it is not mandatory, it is not required. If you don't want to edit the dunning proposal directly, you want to print them, or you want to print the dunning proposal, so you will be able to do that dunning edit dunning proposal. So that is the reason it would not be part of the dunning steps. So the third step we have print program, print dunning notices. So once you have print the dunning notices, what will happen? Your customer has been done. Your customer, if you have executed the third step, your customer has been sent. We will assume that the customer has been sent the reminder. So there are these are the three steps we have. Now again go back to the PPT. So here it is saying that we will have the dunning proposal. So this dunning proposal is nothing but a list of customers to whom the will be we will be sending the reminder. So this proposal we will receive after using the first step, after just executing the or after giving the maintain parameter. Accordingly, system will just give you the proposal. These are the list of the customer to whom you can just send the reminder for their overdue payment. So here the system will also show you for those payments are due for how many days. So you can just see we have a payment and this is due for last 88 days, and this is the payment that is due for 90 days. So this payment was supposed to received by us in 90 days back, but till date we have not received it. So for that we can just send the reminder. Now here it is saying that under the bullet points, it is saying that the Dunning run creates a Dunning proposal which can be edited, deleted, and recreated as often as necessary. So here, if you remember the payment program, we can display, we can remove, we can make the changes in the payment program, and we can also delete the payment program on the same line. It is saying that if you have created a Dunning program, so that can also be deleted, recreated as often as necessary, and changes can also be done. So here it is saying that if desired the dunning, in the second point it is saying that if desired the dunning run can be directly or automatically followed by the printing of the dunning notices. So the editing of the dunning proposal therefore be skipped. So your editing function, if you don't want to make the changes, so that is okay. So we can just skip this step. Then it is saying that as a general rule, reachable are due at the net due date. So we'll make a rule that will be receive the payment from the customer till the or on the net due date when we will just enter the sales invoice. So accordingly, system will just capture a net due date. Then here we have the dunning blocks. Now we'll have the dunning blocks at two level. So from the dunning block, we can just assume that this is something which will prohibit your dunning, which will not ensure that a customer will be sent any reminder. So we have two types of dunning blocks for our customer. One is the block we have at a account level, customer master record level blocking we can have, and second dunning block we can have for a particular line item, for a particular invoice. So here let's suppose if we have just done the dunning blocking at a customer account level. So So for that customer, if you have n number of invoices which are overdue, so that customer will not be sent any reminder. Why? Because we have done the blocking at a customer master record. So this we can do for our sister company. If our sister company is us, we are just selling it, we are just having the sales figure for our sister concern. We are just sending them the material, and they are not we are not getting any amount, or the amount adjustment is not being done. So in that case, we will not send them the start sending them the reminder. So in that case, we can just in the master record only, if we have just created them as a customer, or we have just created if we have just created that company as a customer, so we can just block the we can just have this dunning block at a account level. We can just do this dunning block at a account level. Now here we have the dunning block at a line item level. So for particular invoice, if you want to apply this dunning, so for example, we have 10 invoices for that customer, and and there are two invoices on which the dispute is going on. So we want the system to just execute the dunning, or we want the system to just print the dunning notices for those remaining 8 invoices. So what we can do, so how the system will ensure that the system will not consider these two invoices. For these invoices, we can just put the dunning blocks. So if the system will just print the dunning notices, so the system will not consider these two invoices. Why? Because there is a blocking at a line item level. So here it is saying that this is what we are just going to follow in the dunning. Now under the dunning, we will the main thing we will have it is the dunning proposal. Dunning proposal. So here we will just come across under the dunning, we will come across the dunning procedure, and this dunning procedure will have what are the things we will follow. Will consider under the dunning procedure. So we'll consider the dunning level. So how many levels we have in the dunning? Maximum 9 levels are there. 9 levels are there. Maximum 9 levels are there. But you can also create the dunning procedure with 4 level, 5 level, 3 level, 2 level, 6 level also. So maximum 9 levels are there. Then after that, we'll just hand over this thing to the collection department. So they would be able to responsible. They would be just responsible to just collect the amount from the customer. Then under the dunning level, we have minimum amount. So what should be the minimum amount? This dunning on this on which this dunning activity will we will just perform this, or we will just this dunning procedure will be applicable. So minimum amount, then dunning procedure. So this is the extra cost we are just this is the extra cost we are incurring to collect our due payment. So we can just add the extra cost, or we can just recover that extra cost from the customer in the form of dunning charges. Then we have dunning text and dunning area. So dunning text, so for example, you have 9 levels, so each time you want to send a different message to the customer, so you can just choose the dunning text, and that dunning text you can just assign to the to a particular level, and a particular text will be can also be sent to a customer according to that particular level. Then we have the dunning area. So this dunning area is the team, or the dunning department which would be responsible for sending the reminder. So this can be for a domestic foreign customer. This can be also according to the it can be also according to the regional. We have the geography. For example, we can just set up a dunning area for Middle East customer, for Asian customer, for European customer. So accordingly, we can just set up the dunning area. So here we predominantly use for domestic and foreign customer. Now if we need to just set up this running procedure in the system, so what we can do, so here we have the steps. First it is saying that first you need to just define the procedure, then we can just create the running procedure, and this running procedure can be created by following the path and the T code. If we just observe the T code, it is FBMP. We can use this transaction code FBMP, and we can just define this running procedure in the system. And it is saying that if you just create this procedure and assign in the customer master record, and we have a open invoice, and this is the open invoice which exceed the or which is overdue, so accordingly we can just go for the dunning program that can be executed with the help of transaction code F150, and accordingly system will just generate a notice, and we can just print that notice and send it to the customer. So this is what we will just find it in the dunning. So this dunning practical part we'll be doing in the next class on Monday, and I think from Monday the timings are also getting changed in US. So it would be if the same timing would be okay with you, or you want to just change it.
Same time would be fine.
Okay, fine. Moses as well.
I think the change will be in India, right? I mean, if you compare with India, I think we will be having, if at all it's 8 o'clock now, as of now, then I don't think anything changes in our schedule as well.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay, Manasa. Right. Okay, so we'll just do this dunning in the next class, right? And meanwhile, I'll just send you the material for the asset accounting. That is the next module we'll have after the dunning. Okay, so first on Monday we'll just cover the theory part of the asset accounting. Then we'll just start doing the practice for the
Evening?
asset accounting module, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Okay then. Yeah. Yeah, Moses, you have come.
yeah.
Okay, I had just thought that you were gone. Okay, so actually we are done with today's class. Okay, so we have this dunning. So this we'll do tomorrow. We'll do on Monday, and I will also send you the material for the next module, that is the asset accounting. Okay.